Assalamu alaikum viewers. In this video, we'll discuss the number system. Basically, we can divide the number system into two main categories. The real numbers NOS I'll shortly write for numbers, and the complex numbers. We'll discuss real numbers in this video, and complex numbers will be discussed in the next video. Real numbers can further be divided into two categories, that is the rational numbers and the irrational numbers. Again, we can further divide rational numbers into further sets, like the set of natural numbers, then the set of whole numbers, and integers, or the set of integers. Natural numbers, you already know, it is the set of numbers that we just count, like 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then the whole numbers, they start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then the integers, they are the positive and the negative numbers, that is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. And in general, a rational number can be written in the form of P by Q, such that P, Q, they are integers. Z denotes the set of integers with Q not equal to 0. Then any number of this form will be called a rational number. Generally, the set of rational number it is denoted by Q, and the irrational numbers, these are numbers which cannot be written in the form of, they cannot be written in the form of P by Q. These numbers are called irrational numbers. Some examples of rational and irrational numbers, like all the natural numbers, whole numbers, and the integers, they are rational numbers. For example, 2, we can write 2 as 2 by 1. So, but generally we just write 2. 3 by 4, 5, and so on. All they are rational numbers. But in the case of irrational numbers, which is denoted by Q prime, we have the incomplete square roots, like 2 square root, 3 square root, 5 square root, and so on. Similarly, pi is also an irrational numbers. We can also differentiate between the rational and irrational numbers with its decimal form. In the rational numbers, in the case of rational numbers, their decimal form it is either terminating or repeating. If a number is given in the decimal form, then it is either terminating or repeating. For example, 1 by 2, if we write it in the decimal form, this is 0.5 and it is terminated. Similarly, if we have 1 by 3, then its decimal form is 0.33 and so on. If you use long division for 1 over 3, then you see that, okay, let's see what happens. If we divide, first consider 1 by 2, that is 1 divided by 2. Why we call this number terminating? Because the division process terminates. Now how to divide 1 divided by 2, since we cannot divide it completely, so what we'll do, we put a decimal point here and then a 0. It is still a 1.0, but for the sake of division we'll consider as 10 for a time being. But since we are crossing over the decimal point, so here we will also put the decimal point. 2 5s are 10 and the remainder is 0. That is the process is terminated. If we consider 1 divided by 3, again 1 cannot be divided by 3 completely, so we'll put a decimal point and 0 here. Then we'll consider this as 10 and then 3 3s are 9, but we'll use this decimal point in the quotient. 3 3s are 9, the remainder is 1. Again we will put down another 0. Again we have 10, so 3 3s are 9, 1 again remainder, and we will put down another 0, and then 3 3s are 9. Each time we'll get remainder 0. We'll put down one other 0, and this process will never be terminated. But we can see that this 3 is repeating. That's why we call this repeating decimal form. In the case of rational numbers, a number which is either terminating or repeating, we'll call it rational number. In the case of irrational number, they are neither terminating nor repeated. For example, if we consider the value of pi, this is 3.14159 and so on. We see that there is no a specific repetition of some block of digits. We see that 1 is repeated, but it does not repeat in the same order. Here after 1 we have 4, and here after 1 we have 5. We will not say that 1 is repeating. We'll say it is repeating if it is repeating in the same order, that is 1 4 1 4 1 4 and 1 4. In this case we will not say that 1 is repeating. Similarly, if you find the value of 2 square root, thus we can write the real number, the set of real numbers as, this is the union of rational and irrational numbers. if we combine all the rational and irrational numbers, we get the set of real numbers. We can also define real numbers as a set of numbers whose square is greater than or equal to 0. This definition is more useful, and this will help us when we'll define the complex numbers.